that you want to do. When it comes to fighting these women, the only way to fight them is full throttle with a bottle. You got to go over their damn head. So your perspective and narrative of you can't have custody if you're in prison is beautiful. I'm glad that's your perspective and that's where you want to go.
So remind you, I may have said that. I don't really want her to go to prison.
Oh man, I'm hearing this. I'm giving you some credit, man. And you just kicking it back in my face, man. Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
Give me the update. Give me the update. Give me the update. Give me the update.
I pointed out in the very beginning of this conversation, like my main point is, I don't want to pay $2,400 a month for someone who's living in Florida when I have a daughter in New York and I can only give her $500 a month. I don't think.
Well, what? Okay, no, okay, I got you. So what would happen if the only way that would happen if in fact she goes to prison?
No, like if I get spousal support or.
I didn't say that, brother. I gave you a perspective and narrative of the only way for that to happen is for she's winning. She got you up against the ropes, and you say, you know what, Operation? You listen to my phone calls. We have to do that. If you had to do that, would you do it?
I would, 100%.
Okay.
Not even a question.
Gotcha.
But my point is, if I don't have to do it,
no, I got you. I understand it. I understand it.
Then I want to go that way.
Okay, so hold on one second. Gotta get me something to drink. Give me something to drink. Yowza. All right.
Yeah, the main point for me is to take $2,400 and make her realize that that's not what she's gonna get. Like if it's gonna be $1,500 or $1,800, like I'm cool with that.
Gotcha.
Because that means that's $600 that can go toward my daughter. Another $500 for my daughter. That's $1,100. At least my daughter can have something, be able to do something. You know, like when she turns 18, I want to buy her a car. Like, how the hell am I going to buy her a car? You know, how the hell can I take her to an island somewhere for her 16th birthday? Like, I can't. And I think that the reason my current wife is trying to squeeze me is so that I can't do anything with anyone else or for anyone else.
You damn right. You damn right.
I don't think it's fair, and I'm willing to do whatever it takes to make sure that doesn't happen.
Well, the way it doesn't happen is
Operation take her ass to jail.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Or just when you file your motions, the perspective and narrative that I always tell individuals is I'd rather make $80,000 a year driving. I made $72,000 a year in 2022 driving for. I gave up the 18-wheeler. I said I'm not driving all over the world. When I for 60,000 and ended up making 72,000, staying close to home working for DoorDash. I was making $1,500 a week doing DoorDash. So I said, there's no way I would do that. I just got tired of waking up different places, getting lost in time. That life is not for me. So my perspective is this. I'd rather make $80,000 a year doing Lyft, DoorDash combined than making $150,000 working for somebody, being subjected to anything. So when you as a person, you personally, I'm talking to you personally now. When you did all the things that you did, being a man, living on the morals that you have, it's all good and everything. It's a great story. The unfortunate things is, it's the reason why by the end of this year I want to be either in Thailand or Panama. The culture that we see in westernized women is they're only collecting these narratives and all this stuff about you to attack you, to get you. And so now you want to, what we all want to do, we want to sit back and try to act like we never did nothing and wish we hadn't anyway. And that's unfortunately that's not how it's going to work. So you have to pivot. You have to say to yourself, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna shift, because it's going to save me later. Personally, I'm going to tell you this. I want you to listen to what I'm about to tell you. What you making, the money you make with the VA and working, you're doing her a favor. You're giving her $2,400 a month now.
Yeah, which is exactly what she asked for.
You're going to be giving her about $5,000 under your current situation. She is going to go talk to an attorney, and they are going to, everything is going to change. You say y'all have an agreement. There's no such thing as an agreement with a woman. An attorney is going to say, where does he work? Blah, 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 blah. Oh, we can get. And then what she wanted before, that's out the window.
Yeah, but you want to know what else, though? Like, this here needs to be consideration. The only reason why I can't have visitation with my son every single day like I was because she took my son to another state. And I have no way to go see him.
They will consider nothing. Nothing is under consideration. Everything is, we don't care about that. Y'all getting a divorce. We're going to just streamline it. What do you do? What does she do? What do y'all have? That's all it's going to be. I had an individual that had us on a retainer for about 4 months under his quote unquote words, formal. I said, ain't no way you can't take formal into this nonsense. The last month he had us on a retainer, he finally got it. After 4 months, he got a victory because he started actually listening and paying attention.
So what are your recommendations for me in this situation?
Well,
I can't quit my job.
Well, I tell people I'm not an attorney, so I can't recommend. So I have to say this is what we would do. Okay, so that's how I have to word it like that.
Jersey, right?
Say that again.
You're from Jersey?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm from New York. Talk to me.
My man. Well, and the funny thing, I used to work in New York. So here's how it goes like this. You're about to hit a crossroad in your life.
Mm-hmm.
And that crossroad in your life is you're 47, you're successful. Sure as the sky is blue, you're successful. The unfortunate thing is there's a divorce on the horizon, and you have to face that divorce. In facing that divorce, your success will now be your enemy. You will truly, as sure as the sky is blue, be an enemy of your own success.
And I feel like I should just go sit on a beach, collect my fucking BA money.
Okay.
Relax.
I like I like where you're thinking. So, what we would do.
I did already start this. I would take care of my kids.
Well, okay. What we would do in a situation like yours is because we already got the fact that we are disabled. That's already on the books somewhere. What we would normally do is we would tell an individual, take a leave of absence from your job, file paperwork, keep motions filed, keep filing, and everything that you ask for, you're asking for her to pay you. You're asking for her to pay all the debt. You're asking for her everything, because when a person makes more, you can say the marital debt. It don't matter if she got $50,000 in debt. It don't matter. The fact of the matter is she acquired it during the marriage. All of the debt was acquired during the marriage. That's why I said to you, I wouldn't pay it. You said I have to, blah, 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 blah. Well, divorce changes everything. I would say, you know what? If I'm making $150 a year and after taxes, I'm bringing home 95, I'm not asking you to comment on that. I'm just saying. After taxes, I'm bringing home 95. And then because, like I said, your situation, I'll probably be giving her you'll be giving her probably about $3,500 a month. So I'm going to be giving her about $40,000. So 95 and giving her 40. I'm only bringing home $50,000 after taxes and alimony. I'd rather go drive for Lyft and make 50 and bring all that home. Make 60 and bring all that home. Just take a leave of absence. Just do something. This is what we would do if we were you. This is what I would do. And then as soon as the day you file the day they say your divorce is going to be on the 3rd, I'm back at work on the 4th. I'm back. But everything, when it comes to the, I will not, under circumstances zero, go to court and say I make more than her. Under no facet, I will not. There will be nowhere on a 1040 that says she makes less than me. Everything concerning a 1040 on a 1099, it don't matter, huh?
No. On every single 1040, she makes more.
Yeah, but you got a job paying you 150.
I just got it. I started October 8th.
But you have it now.
I do.
Yeah, and by her, listen, they're gonna know. And listen, check this out. They're gonna subpoena you for, bank records. So we tell individuals create a bank that, I don't care if it's with Chime. Who do you bank with? I bank with Chime. Nothing goes in that Chime. You attach no banks with it. Everything. What we do here is we go in total inconspicuous incognito mode. Everything that woman says is going to equal to her saying, you might want to reconsider the bullcrap story you telling your friends, because when this is all over with, you'll be cutting me a fat check. I have never did a divorce with anybody and they paid alimony.
So what if, so just curiosity, leave of absence, and so I had this other idea that might work out, so I'm trying to talk about.
No, I got you.
I had this other idea, long-term disability.
Okay, so here's the deal.
60%, I still sit on the beach.
Right, but here's the deal. What we don't do here, we don't tell nobody about disability. So let me lay it out for you. So I just did a consultation with an individual yesterday. We filed the paperwork and all that. He went to court, and the judge said, I'm going to plead the Fifth Amendment to any questioning. The judge said, this is in criminal court. We don't do that here. He said, I'm going to do it. I told him the judge was going to say that. So, because we filed it for emancipation under total child support order, the judge is trying to say, well, there wasn't an order in. Cool. But in addition to that, the judge wants him or asked him about, well, did you file for disability? I'm not, because if you say yeah, then the judge will say, I'm ordering you to bring an update in for disability. I'm ordering you because you said it. Now, if he say not, he don't say nothing, the judge can't say, well, if you do, you can't put an order in for something that didn't, and maybe that doesn't work like that. So I'm not, if that's what you want to do, what's not going to happen is, what shouldn't happen under no circumstances, what should not happen is, a motion is filed and you submit any financial information other than your VA money. That's it. And technically you're not lying. And wording is everything. Instead of saying, if they say, well, do you work? You don't have to say yes or no. Did you take a leave of absence? You don't have to, we don't say yes or no. We don't say any of these things. When they ask the question, we don't answer the question. When they say, are you any leave of absence? My only income is my disability. My only income, it's none of your business. We don't say that, but so the way paperwork is drafted up and everything, it answers all questions without saying nothing at all, basically.
Mm-hmm. Just tell them to revert back to your filing.
2 points for you.
Yeah.
Because no matter what happens, the court system don't know. People just think the courts know. The courts don't know nothing. People think that the courts, the people just think that, I did. The courts are going to know everything. The courts don't know nothing, nor do they care. All right? They're not going to sit down there and build a case for no woman. They ain't going to build a case for no man. Everything that you think or whatever, you got to bring it there and tell them, and that's it. That's it. A lot of men think that, I'm going to go there, they're going to know everything. No, they ain't going to know nothing. That's why, like I said, what we do here, we create time. Who do you bank with? I bank with Cash App. Nothing. I'm not giving you nothing. I'm not telling you nothing. You don't have to tell them nothing. If they say, a lot of people misconstrued this thing of bring us all your banking information. What bank are you talking about?
So ironically, right, all the banks that I bank with is where all the debt is at.
Beautiful.
So like they'll have like my deposits and everything.
Switch them. It's simple. It's simple. A lot of people think that you can't change because you can do whatever you want. It's your life. Switch it.
I just have to figure out like where to put my VA money. So all right. Quick question: when they are is there a differentiation between the proceedings for the support and the divorce, or is it all the same proceedings?
All the same proceedings, because you're divorced. Divorce, because you're going through a divorce. You have to understand that because you're going through a divorce, your everything got to be once again dissolved in the marriage. It's not going to be separate. It's going to be everything. When you get your divorce decree, so support going to be answered, custody is going to be answered, debt is going to be answered, any homes, and all that's going to be answered. It's going to be answered.
Yeah, because I have like 85,000 between 4 credit cards.
What? Oh man.
Yeah, but see, like what happened, right? When I lost my job, like some of that was already there. You know what I mean? But I was paying it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then it got to a point where like, hey, we're about to have a kid. Like we can't have this old shitty couch. Like we need to have a couch where we can put him in. He's not gonna like fall into freaking cracks. You know what I mean? Everything from the trips that we went on to anything that we needed for the house, just everything was on those credit cards. You know, like the furniture, right? Like, and that's what I was saying. Like I paid for everything that makes a house a house. She paid for everything that was in that other room, all the purses and clothes and hats, and
Right.
jewelry. Like I guarantee she had more than 100,000 just in jewelry, and that doesn't count the fucking 2,000 pairs of sunglasses that she had. You know what I mean?
Yep. I would have. You'll know next time. I'm jumping on that beforehand. It ain't happening. I ain't marrying nobody that's doing all that type of stuff. It ain't happening. Even when you show me you're doing it.
It was like that.
No, I get it. Like I was saying, even if you show me you're like that, divorce is coming. You will not be a little child in your antics and everything married to me. It ain't happening. No, sir. You will act like a mother. You act like a wife. Teal LaShawn Bradley did that to me. I gave her 90 days. On the 91st day, sayonara. It ain't happening. I'm not sitting out here going with you. Your issues and everything is from your childhood. You're with me now. You will comply to loving me. You will comply to us being at one. This thing now where I'm all of a sudden, I'm your enemy. This thing where you got to tell me, bye.
Well, I certainly appreciate your conviction.
Mm-hmm. Hey, for real. Hey, listen, the difference between you and I'll tell people, and you probably is, I'm a youngest brother. I had 3 older brothers that used to put foots to my... So with me, I have a shorter fuse of being messed with. I have a shorter fuse... Huh?
I'm the youngest boy, too.
Okay.
4 boys, 4 girls. I'm the youngest boy and the second youngest overall. And everyone used to do that. So
you're the youngest of 4 what? And you got 4 girls, sisters?
I got 4 sisters and I got 3 brothers. So 8 of us total. And I'm the youngest boy. And the second youngest overall.
Well, here's the deal with you that makes us not the same. I didn't have estrogen to deal with. I tell my mom, that is the problem with me and my brothers. I said to my mom, had you would have had a daughter, we would have been more compassionate towards estrogen. My brothers and I, we have no compassion towards estrogen. I don't have it. That's why your thing is, oh, well, women always seem to think. I never had that. I've always had brothers kicking my ass. We going to go fight. We just not. All I knew is full throttle with a bottle from 3 alpha sources of testosterone. So, we all who are who we are. I'm just saying that right now, sometimes whenever we deal with problems, like I understand now that I'm a homeowner. I need to borrow a woman's perspective on decorating my house. I understand that now. I understand that, and maybe somebody needs to fight, need to understand. You might not want to borrow a person that don't think highly of women's perspective on fighting a woman. It's just simple as that. You know? Yeah. So
So what do you think of my situation? Do you think it's a possibility that it might be better to like not push any of the financial issues, being that I make what I make, if I go that route, or do you feel like I just need to go the other route and do the 60% and
I'm telling you from a person that did lots of divorces. What I understand divorces to be now is if you telling me you're calculating how you think it's going to be, you're absolutely the first person to whatever do that. What I'm telling you is what I tell everybody. Do not, under circumstances, anything, prepare yourself for what you think. Only thing you need to prepare yourself for is that you can control. Whatever position is going to put me into where I'm paying the most money, I'm changing that position. I don't care nothing about a job. I don't care nothing about money. I don't care nothing because in the end, how old is your son? With her? 1 year old? Yeah. I'm looking out for the next 17 years of what I got to pay. And what's not going to happen under circumstances zero is I'm going to say, I got this excellent job paying me $100,000, but 35 of it goes to this woman. Nope. It's not happening for 17 years. No. I'm going to say, you know what? I will be a bum for the proceedings of this divorce. And then when this divorce is over, I will activate the person that I know I am. That's what we do here. I would, if anybody chooses to go any other way, well, I can't. I had one individual, well, God, I got a wife at home, blah, 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 blah. Man, you I don't know what you're crying to me for. I'm not going to give you a fucking hug. But what it gets down to is for the preceding time of the divorce, let's just say it's a year, you will save yourself 16 years of headaches. There is no other narrative of fighting a divorce other than saying, when you come to me and ask me for money, I'm not going to be in a position to have to give it to you. That's all you can control. But should I do this? Should I do that? Man, I don't know nothing about that because in the 24 years that I've been doing this, I have never seen anybody predict a divorce and it went the way it went, other than every time I tell an individual and we draft up paperwork, I'm the less money spouse. I can't afford that. She does that. I want her to pay all the debt, this and that. That's the better way to be talking. But anything other than that, see, when it's time for a divorce, there comes a time where both parties got to realize your mistakes. That's all of divorce is. A divorce is time to see mistakes, to recognize mistakes. And what happens is you got to put yourself in a position where you lessen the blow. So she's got to see the mistake now, because we as men, we say, man, I should have never did this. I shouldn't have allowed her to do that. My last guy got divorced. I shouldn't have moved back. We shouldn't have moved from South Carolina back to New York. We shouldn't have did that. Well, you did. And all these things. And then you sit down and add up mistakes that you made. What ultimately can't be the mistake is you done made all of your mistakes. She done said, I got you. And her perspective is, I'm going to take you to the cleaners. Well, you could say to her, you going to take me to the cleaners that closed down 10 years ago.
Right. So, what, all right, let's talk tax for a second. What is your retainer?
Our retainer is...
Would you with me to walk through under the retainer? Would you work with me to walk through how to go about the 60%?
Well,
and like how to address all the issues within it.
so here's the deal. You have no idea what's going to happen. So right. So we file and we work with things based on the problems that have happened and the adjustments got to be made, and that's just what it gets down to. Personally, I would tell you this is just true facts. Throw all your narratives out the window. And okay, so here's what happens.
Well, the reason why I'm looking at the 60% thing is because like if I need to go to California, one, I'm gonna need the time, and I'm gonna have to be able to afford to fly back and forth.
No, well, here's the deal. Here's the deal. You don't think about any inconveniences you may have. Think about the inconveniences you're going to cause her. So, men, we are more durable than women. We are not as fragile. We don't cry. So we could go along and roll with however it's going down. So me personally, don't worry about what you want to do is put her in a situation where she wants to say, I just want this to be over with. Of course you want it to be over with because you cannot afford, right? And you can't afford the process because that's why you already said it. She wants you to not file it in California. Of course she don't. She's waiting. She got a motion right there waiting to file in where she was. What month did she move to? What month did she move to Florida?
September 23rd.
Yeah, so she's waiting. So I would have, if I was you, I'd have had this thing filed yesterday in California.
Yeah, but like again, I need more information, and that's why I was trying to. When I saw your stuff, I was trying to reach out to you. Like,
yeah, no, I get it. I get it because
I had conversations with Cordell and Cordell. Because they have firms in Florida, Massachusetts, and California. But they wanted a $3,500 retainer on credit card, $5,000 cash.
Right. And what happens is
this long paying the $2,400 a month to be able to save that so that I can afford it.
And then what happens is all your upsides. This is what happens with attorneys. All your upsides. Well, we'll just see what the judge say. They don't put nothing in the perspective for you to save yourself from any type of loss. Everything with them is you're going to take a loss. We just don't know how hard it's going to be. No, I'm not taking a loss. Nope, I'm not doing that. Oh, well, no. We're not doing that. We ain't into losses.
Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start working on this whole 60% thing, and then we're going to move forward.
Okay.
But I have to have an income because I have, like, if I'm going to pay off the credit cards and all that stuff, like, I don't want the bank that I have to be in bad standing when it comes to my checking account, because that's where my VA money goes. Now I'm about to move that.
Well, the checking side of it and the credit side is not the same.
No, I understand that.
Okay.
I'm just saying that because it's the same bank, I don't want them to be able to touch my money. I'm gonna move that stuff somewhere else. I have to figure that out this year.
Me personally, I would file for divorce, and then if I was you, I'd just file for bankruptcy.
That's what I was thinking.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm closing this chapter out of my life. I'm filing this. I'm not thinking about nothing. I'm filing. I'm just I'm not trying to salvage. You no offense. You just in too deep.
I swear to God, I was already thinking about that.
Yeah.
I just never filed for Chapter 38, or Chapter 11 or 7, whichever one it is.
If you own a house, it's Chapter 13. If you don't, it's Chapter 7. If you got a car you want to save, it's.
The only thing I have is one car. That's it. I have nothing else.
Right.
Furniture. doesn't count.
So it's follow chapter 7, get rid of everything.
Yes. I want to save my car though. I love my car.
No, your car is a necessary need, so it's not in the bankruptcy. We charge $985 for bankruptcies.
Serious?
Say that again.
Serious?
Yeah. You've been doing bankruptcy.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Yeah,
Let's do it. I can pay you Friday.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Okay. All right. So
and then as far as the divorce stuff, let's I need a payment plan.
Okay.
Like I could probably put like half down and then payment. But I need to do that other thing too. So
well, the divorce stuff is like I said, it's a $400 a month retain. I just told you that, just messing with you.
Yeah.
So, but that's cool. So listen, when we do a consultation, you always got 48 hours to acquire services. So Friday, I put you about right. Anything after that, unfortunately, you're gonna have to read what you call all over again. So, so what happens is Friday, all you got to do is send us a text message and say you want to pay for services. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, my man. It was nice talking to you, bro.
Yeah. Hey, I don't know what your policy is or how you operate when it comes to like putting stuff on the YouTube or wherever that I found you. I don't know if you need like an agreement or waiver or anything like that to do that. Like I don't care if you use our stuff and just throw that out there.
Yeah.
I would just prefer that you use it like after so she don't see it.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, what I always tell people, that's why I don't number one, I don't use names. I don't use names. I tell them my name.
Yeah,
so
I just realized that.
Yeah, I don't never use names. So when people say I don't want my stuff, I say, well, the problem is the reason why we always do what we do is because people started saying I was a hoax. So you don't help nobody. Actually, I helped. Yesterday, I think I had 14, whatchamacallit, but I never use names. So that's what it is. But
all right, cool.
So yeah, so we'll talk to you on Friday.
Yes, on Friday.
Okay, my man.
All right, thank you.
All right, so that's an individual going through a divorce. And, listen, a lot of you guys go out there and you going through a divorce. And what you do is you do a lot of pandering to these women, and you do a lot of trying to be this person during a marriage. Well, guess what? That marriage is going to come to an end. And when that marriage comes to an end, you're going to be left holding the bag, and your bunhole going to need major surgery. 732-875-9111.